Welcome back to another video. This time, we will be going the very basics of Bitcoin. The origin and use of Bitcoin. The history of cryptocurrency and its growth. How blockchain works and how it ties into cryptocurrency and Bitcoin. Bitcoin, BTC, is the first decentralized cryptocurrency or digital asset and is a cryptocurrency if it meets the 6 conditions laid out by Jan Lansky. Bitcoin is seen as more of an investment, with some scholars describing it as an economic bubble. An economic bubble, speculative bubble or financial bubble, is a period when current asset prices greatly exceed their objective theories of value. These bubbles usually end in debt deflation causing bank runs or a currency crisis when the government can no longer maintain the fiat currency. Examples of economic bubbles would be the Roaring Twenties stock market bubble, which caused the Great Depression, and the United States housing bubble, which caused the Great Recession. First invented in 2008 by Satoshi Nakamoto, whether they are a person or a collection of people are unknown, Bitcoin was then first used in the year 2009 with the release of its open-source implementation. Later in 2021, El Salvador adopted it as a legal ledger. Bitcoin is based on a free market ideology, meaning the prices of goods and services are determined by supply and demand expressed by sellers and buyers. The simple explanation would be, if there is a high amount of demand, there needs to be more supply to match. Likewise, if there is low demand, there would be little supply. Of course, the ideal would that there would be an equal amount of supply to meet the demand and vice versa. Meaning at some point, it would reach equilibrium. But people are fickle, and the levels will vary, straying from that point of equilibrium. Such markets, free markets, operate without the interference of government or any other bodies of authority. Good examples of free market economy would be Singapore, Switzerland, Taiwan, and Ireland. Cryptocurrency, or just crypto, is a digital currency designed to work as a medium of exchange without the need for third-party interaction. It is meant to work through computer network rather than rely on any central authority, like the government or bank, to maintain it. Each coin owned is recorded and that information is stored in a digital ledger or blockchain. A blockchain is a distributed ledger, shared ledger or distributed ledger technology or DLT, is a system where anything replicated, shared, and synchronized digital data is geographically spread across many sites, countries, or institutions. The word is made up of 2 words, block and chain. The block is the collection of data, records, and the chain refers to the database of those blocks, stored in a list. Those lists are ever-growing and securely linked together via cryptographic hashes. A hash, or specifically a cryptographic hash function, CHF, is an equation used to verify the validity of data. It has many applications, notably in information security, for example, user authentication. A CHF translates data of various lengths, the message, into a fixed-size numerical string, the hash. The hash is unique and each character combined makes a certain hash. Changing a letter changes the whole hash. That includes if there is a group of information. A block contains a hash and once that block is filled, another block is created, taking the hash of the previous block and combining that hash with the new information, hence creating a new hash. Thus, in order for hackers to crack the block, they need to decode the hash of the current block, the hash joined with the previous block, and however many hashes are before in the chain. Blockchains are typically managed by a peer-to-peer, P2P, computer network for use as a public distributed ledger, where nodes, any device that runs a blockchain's protocol software and connects to its network, collectively follow to a consensus algorithm system of rules to add and validate new transaction blocks. The two most common consensus mechanisms are proof of work and proof of stake. Proof of work, POW, is a form cryptographic proof in which one party, the prover, proves to others, the verifiers, that a certain amount of a specific computational effort, the amount of computational resources and power required to perform tasks and reach conclusions in a computer system, has been expended. The concept was first implemented in Hashcash by Moni Nair and Cynthia Dweck in 1993 as a way to deter denial-of-service attacks and other service abuses such as spam on a network by requiring some work from a service requester, usually meaning processing time by a computer. Proof of stake, POS, on the other hand, protocols are a class of consensus mechanisms for blockchains that work by selecting validators in proportion to their quantity of holdings in the associated cryptocurrency. This is done to avoid the computational cost of proof of work, POW, schemes. As such, some cryptocurrency are moving away from proof of work. That is it for today's video. See you in the next one.